Hey guys, I just wanted to pop into the beginning of this video really quick and explain that you will notice in the intro and the first like 8-ish minutes of this video, I look different. It is because I was filming earlier and my camera decided to crash and die of fiery, it didn't catch on fire. But it died and it froze and I lost a little bit of footage. Luckily, only about a minute about the end of Nico's speech about the belt and not giving in to the inners. So I am about to watch the rest of it right now. So everything that you see post that is my reaction right now. Luckily, like I said, I caught on and was able to stop recording and fix my camera. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that is why I look different then versus now. And I will let you guys know my thoughts on Nico's speech at the end of the episode because, like I said, that bit did get, it died. It was sacrificed to my camera deciding to freeze. But good news, I don't have to buy a new camera. And now you can watch the intro and I'm going to stop rambling, you guys. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are watching season 6, episode 4 of The Expanse. Yes, I am watching this immediately after the last episode. I couldn't help myself. So, quick recap because you just watched it. I literally just watched it. In the last episode, Marco stubbornly went after the Rocinante when he caught it on his, when he caught the drive signature on his scans or radar, whatever it's called. And they did not succeed. Thank goodness. In fact, he was at the mercy of the Rocinante, and had it not been for Holden, he would be dead. So, hoping that we don't regret this, Philip is continuing his disillusionment of Marco, continuing to turn against him. Kind of seems like a lot of the Belters, including those on his own ship, are kind of following suit and losing faith in him, which I love. We have Avasarala spinning the news, and it's working. We have alien dogs with healing abilities on Laconia. We have Camina going after a supply thing, and she's amassing a following, which we love. And yeah, we have Peaches becoming a part of the family, which again I love too. So we have a lot, and we're probably gonna have more after this episode. I mean, we definitely will. So let's just get right into it and see what this episode brings. Okay, we're back. Alien Dog's gonna save this little boy. I just know it. Or he's gonna revive him. I have a feeling. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I guess like literally his funeral.
What's gonna happen to the driver?
I bet it's that same freaking guy that was driving and almost hit her. He was reckless. Did they say a firing squad? Because that's very, he was reckless, but I don't know about that. That's getting into iffy territory.
Having something you love that you can't protect. It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a kid who died?
No. I lost a place. It was a place that mattered to me. I thought it would go on forever.
His home.
It made me very sad. Very, very angry and frightened.
Yeah.
I needed something to make it more than just death. I needed to make it a sacrifice. It makes losing them hurt less. Your brother, Mars, the dream of Mars, they still matter. And if we win,
It's all not for nothing.
it'll make all of this worth it. Even the parts we had to give up along the way.
I don't want to give him up.
Someone has to keep us safe. Or at least try. I don't know if I still can, and if I can't, nothing matters then anyway.
Okay. She's comforting
Keep
him.
trying.
She's so cute.
Admiral.
Quarters are.
Is there something wrong?
My new coordination protocol returned a coherent reply pattern.
Show me.
I think I can turn it on.
I think that she's going to try to bring him back because she said she didn't want to let him go. She's fully trying to bring him back.
The Rosie gathered a lot of data on the Pella. I'm compiling all of it. I'm gonna send it out fleet-wide.
Okay.
Someone will find that ship.
What if Camina finds it? What if Camina finds it though? I mean, I want that, but also I'm scared of that.
This is Alex's music.
Yeah. He used to play this stuff all the time on the Razorback. Said there wasn't any other music on board. I think he was lying.
Yeah, probably. It's old Earth music. Nope, it's getting me. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine.
Hey, Amos. There's something I need you to take a look
Sorry.
at. I'm in the cargo bay.
Okay, Peaches. I'm on my way.
I love that we can still feel Alex's presence in the show and like how he reverberates through everything.
So I did a full torpedo diagnostic like you told me to. All
What?
remaining missiles checked out fine.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Since the dud checked out fine pre-launch too, I figured there might be some wider system glitch. So I drilled down into the weapon's telemetry log, and I found this.
What? What did you find? No, 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 no.
Way above my pay grade, and I'm not trying to judge.
No, 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 no,
I'll handle it.
no. Don't be mad. 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 Just don't be mad. You know, it's fine.
Lava crew got one repair skip operational. Headed for you now. Fully loaded. I'll fix you up faster.
The least they could do, after the way they distinguished themselves in battle.
You would have died if Holden hadn't spared you.
After salvage operations are complete, take the two senior-most officers of the Lauba and space them.
Do you see the man you're serving?
I think it's counterproductive.
If the captain of the Granicus calls and tries to get you to change my mind, have him put outside.
Hun, please tell me you're waking up. I felt like she was waking up in the last episode, so please tell me you're waking up.
You think you know my father? You think you know me? What do you think he would do if I shot you in the face?
Feel really guilty about it. Then send money to my family and pretend it's remorse.
That's what Philip would do. But that's not what Marco would do. Marco wouldn't give a shit. He would say it was a waste of money. Or resources. Oh, please tell me that they are not outside repairing this when Amos is
Well,
gonna
it'll work, but it's a far cry from mil spec.
confront him. They are.
Okay, that's on the schedule.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Amos, you okay? If you want, I can lock you out of fire control. The last torpedo we fired at the fella, it wasn't a dud. Yeah,
At least he's not denying it.
I trust you to do the right thing, what you think it is. We had a chance to end Marco. And you pulled the punch. And I keep trying, but I can't see how that was the right thing. It was a gut decision in the moment,
It was for
but I
Naomi.
made the call.
It was for Naomi.
So you're gonna need to explain that to me.
Please.
Because if we're not trying to win this fight, I don't know what I'm doing out here. It was my call to make.
No, explain to him.
I don't owe you a fucking
Yes,
explanation.
you do. You're
Interested me for asking. Or because you don't have an explanation to give.
Y'all are family. You do owe him an explanation. You could have ended this. That's a valid question that Amos is asking you.
My brother is a dock worker on Ceres. I haven't heard from him since the water tank explosion.
Oh no.
I'm just worried. Won't happen again. Promise.
Yo, Skif. Yo, rules.
God, sometimes I like Philip. It's so frustrating.
One day our parents don't come back from Iraq. Mas took me in on Ceres. I was 7. I remember thinking how weird it was, because until then he was a real shit for a brother. Rob Pachenko machines, steal air scrubbers, sell black market water. For a while I thought he was going to sell me. One of those people, good at looking out for others, bad at looking out for himself, you know what I mean?
So why isn't he here with you?
He cannot go aside.
Are you sure he built up?
He has a condition, vertigo. If not for that, I think he would have left Ceres long ago, and I probably would have been on a prison barge.
Why are you making me attached to this guy and his probably dead brother? Are we gonna have a conversation about the dud? I think we are. I'm scared we are.
Philip looks a lot like you. When I gave Marco a chance to surrender, I saw Philip on the screen. Just looked so scared.
He's gonna tell.
Why are you telling me this?
The torpedo didn't fail. I disarmed it. I know what that choice meant, but I couldn't kill your son.
I was right.
You just made me responsible for everyone he kills from now on.
You're not responsible for my choice.
Then stop making yourself responsible for mine. Stop treating me like I am broken.
Stop pretending like what you're feeling doesn't matter. I see how much it hurts you every time we kill another Belter ship.
This is...
If Philip hurts more people than...
It's not about Philip or what he might or might not do. It's about us. I can't be the one who kills your son.
You would never truly forgive him for that.
Every time you wake up, you'll be lying next to the reason your boy is dead.
Jim,
I can't be that to you.
Yeah.
I went to save Philip, and I failed.
I don't know that you did.
If we win, he may die. I know that.
Knowing it isn't enough.
I could have stayed on the pillar, martyred myself in the name of motherhood, but I chose not to. I know I tried. Please, don't take that from me.
That's valid too. I love this.
That's all I have left.
I love this conversation. It's so good. It's so real. I fucking love this show. It's so good. Oh, we will talk about that later.
That's a torpedo warhead.
Oh, shit. Are they gonna find out? Are they gonna find out that it was disarmed? Is that Camina? It is. Girl. I love you. Be safe. Kill some people if you gotta.
Why keep this place pressurized?
Yeah.
This one's wall.
Be safe. Oh my god. Are you okay? Is she okay?
You okay? Yeah.
Oh my god. Kill him.
What's going on?
Joseph is pinned. We need a medic.
Oh gosh, this is not going according to plan. I like this guy. Oh god, he's bleeding a lot.
Now.
love you. I'm so sorry.
What? What are you saying?
Go fucking hell.
No! No! No!
The sounds. This is very traumatic.
Do you want to know when I realized I didn't want to kill you? When you said that we were all reaching for violence. Couldn't we just try something else for once?
Here we are, still trying to kill our way to a better tomorrow.
I killed a lot of people. Some of them deserved it, most of them probably didn't. But that's not the point. They all haunt me just the same. Killing someone is a terrible thing, and you can never take it back. Don't ever feel bad about not killing someone.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that the weight of human life is so prevalent. Oh, no, is the kitty okay? Look at the kitty. It looks so much like my cat, River.
I was born on Ceres.
Okay, kitty's okay.
This is my home. I don't hate anyone. I want air and water and freedom. Good life for my children. It's not the inners and the belt. It's the people who want more hate and the ones who just want to live. I'm so tired of the hate.
This makes us look weak.
It makes us all look weak.
Yeah.
That's why it works.
It's a good
If
good
you want
story.
the enemy to see you as human, you have to see them as human.
I'm not sure Belters will ever do that.
I'm not sure I'm talking about them.
Where is she?
Charges ready.
All ship standing by, just give the word.
Comms. Open a channel. Wide back.
They're going after Marco?
This is Camina drama. And this message is for the traitor. The coward.
Marco and Nurse. I love her.
Me and mine, and still we are here. Unbent, unbroken, unbowed.
So much for anonymity.
I love her. Also, a little Game of Thrones reference. Little Game of Thrones reference.
Text said data logs show torpedo disarmed before impact.
You mean someone disarmed it?
Who would do that? We all lucky to be alive.
You know better, Philip. You know better.
This is Camina drama. And this message is for the traitor, coward, Marco Inaros. You hunted me and mine. And still we are here. Unbent, unbroken,
Unbowed.
And you abandoned Ceres to the inners and left Belters to starve. You called yourself a champion and then you ran. So go and raise your bounties. Track me down and kill me if you can.
The truth is out.
Camina drama did this to you.
Yes!
Live shaved. Die empty.
Yes! I love it. 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 I dropped my thing.
Dhamma is our enemy.
No, she's not.
Same as the in us and anyone else who stands against us. Or else everything that we fought for, all will have been for nothing. There's no turning back now.
There is. Stop giving me hope for Philip. If you're just gonna keep taking it away, that I would just like to kindly request that, please and thank you. Okay, you guys. So I have a lot to say. So I'm gonna try to keep it short and concise so I don't, just ramble at you guys for a really long time. The one ship bonus content with Clarissa, I really feel for her because like she said, no matter what your parents do, sorry, I got a text. At the end of the day, they're still your parents. You know, you do still care. You do still love them. And I think that when you have something unresolved with somebody and something happens, it kind of makes it more difficult in a way, because you don't have that moment of resolution of that conversation, of getting to talk to that person and say, hey, I'm fucking angry at you, and here's why, here's what you did. And I think that, I mean, Clarissa was going to be upset no matter what, because again, it's her father and she does love him and care about him in some way. And I do think that in his own Jules Pierre Mal way, that he did love and care for her as well. And I'm not saying that that excuses anything that he did, because, you know, he did a lot of fucked up shit. But I do think that, I am sad rather, that she doesn't know that, and she can't rest easy in the knowledge of that, and she can't at least have that small comfort in this moment. And yeah, I love, because this episode, I think at the heart of this episode has been my favorite thing throughout this season. And yes, I'm going to talk about it again in another post-episode discussion. But at the heart of this episode was what it means to be human. And Expanse has always done that so great. But this season in particular, I feel they have really exemplified, like, just great writing, great acting. And they have really taken a deep dive into the human condition and what it means to be human, and the effects of trauma and grief and love and family and friendship and country and pride and ego and just hatred and cowardice and betrayal, and just all of the tiny different nuances of each that make people people, and how rational decisions don't always enter into it when you're an emotional being, you know? And I really love it. I think that this show is great, and I think that all great science fiction tells us or reminds us of what it is to be human. And I think that's where this show really excels. I mean, it's, the science fiction of it is amazing. The graphics, the CGI, all of that, like the space aspect of it, the future aspect, like all of it is great. But I think that the connections between people and the realistic, again, I've used that word a million times this season, portrayal of just what it is to be people is incredible. To elaborate on that, I love the presence of Alex still in this season. I love Bobby and Amos sharing that moment with his music, and just to feel that loss. And I mean, it's been here all season. It's lingered in the background. And I love that they gave it this moment in the, I mean, they have a few times, but they gave it this moment in the foreground to really just shine and to just talk about it. And I love that too, because grief isn't always being sad and being upset and crying and, you know, all of that. It's smiling and remembering the music that they used to listen to and the annoying way that they wouldn't change the channel, and, you know, just a million moments that you shared with these people and that you got to, that you now get to carry with you. And in a way, because of that, you get to carry that person with you forever, even though they're gone. And I really liked that moment. I loved Amos and Holden's conversation because, well, it kind of frustrated me, right? Because Amos is upset because Holden took away their shot at taking out Marco and Aris, which, like, fair. If he does something else horrible, like, kind of own Holden, you know? I should say when, because it's Marco. But, their conversation was a little frustrating because Holden was actually like, I don't owe you an explanation, blah, blah, right? And I'm like, you do. You're family. You're sorry, I cannot articulate. You are who each other chose, right? You're brothers. You found this makeshift little family and you built it, and you do owe those people an explanation for the choices that you make, especially when it affects them. You just do. And I hope that in the next episode, maybe Amos and Holden can have a moment where he can explain, because I mean, I feel the explanation was obvious. Like, he can't kill Philip because of Naomi. And of course, you know, I shouldn't expect to Amos to understand, like, the nuances of that, I guess. But, you know, just because it's emotionally murky and that's not Amos's strong suit. But I hope that they can have that moment and that they can be okay from it, because I appreciated it, because, you know, like, I didn't want it to be a secret from everyone. I mean, maybe Bobby, because I don't know that Bobby needs to know. But I didn't want it to be a secret between the crew. So I'm glad that they know now. And I'm glad that he told Naomi. I lost it, as you saw, at that scene. And just because, of course, Holden can't be the one to take your son away from you. Like, of course he can't. Like, he can't, like he said, he can't be that person to her. He can't have her think of that every time she looks at him, because he loves her and Philip looks like her. And I think that Holden can't take that away from her, but he also can't bring himself to hurt someone who looks like Naomi, you know, like, who is a part of her. And I think that, of course, that was Holden's choice. And I loved Naomi's response of, she tried, you know, like, don't make choices for her, right? Or don't do things because of her, because then she feels like it's her fault. And like she said, now everything Marco does is going to be on her, which it's not. It's going to be on Holden. But I understand her feeling, and I like that she said that she is her own person aside from just being Philip's mom. And she had to make that choice. Like, she tried to save him, and she had to make the choice to save herself, and she did. And I love that for her. But at the same time, it's like, she would forever look at Holden differently if he had done that. Like, I genuinely think she would. And not because she would want to, but because subconsciously, like, she's a human. She's human, like this whole episode has been about. And she loves Philip. That is her son. And, you know, it's just a human thing. Like, she wouldn't be able to help it. She would look at him differently. And that's okay. And I also loved, sorry, this is probably going to be very long. The part of that scene where they're talking about Naomi, it being okay to not be okay, and for her to kind of face the trauma that she went through and to try to work past it. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everyone gets therapy. Everyone. I love it. And of course, in this same theme, I loved Clarissa and Holden's conversation about the sanctity of human life and never feeling bad for not killing somebody, right? Because I loved that she said, I've killed people who deserved it and people who didn't, or most likely didn't, and most likely did. And I feel the same. Like, they still haunt me because they should, you know? I think the moment that you stop being haunted, the moment that you stop being taken aback and upset by the fact that you did that, is the moment that you should kind of worry a little bit, right? Because you're losing sight of the sanctity of human life, and just the fact that every life does matter and it does hold some importance. And I know that I'm literally the one who's like, kill Marco, kill him, please, everyone, just fucking kill him. And honestly, I still believe that. But I do think that if you place a value on human life, then you have to place a value on every single human life. That being said, in this fictitious world, I still 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000% want Camina Drummer to shoot Marco. That might be a little too violent. Fictional. In real life, I would, you know, just want him to go to prison or something. But speaking of my girl Drummer, speaking of my fucking girl Drummer, she's amazing. I love it. I don't know what else I could say, but I love her. She is unbowed, unbent, unbroken, in slightly different wording to avoid, you know, certain things. But I loved it. I loved that she sent that message out, and I love that everyone has to watch and that Marco has to know that everybody fucking watched it, and that even, like she said, if he kills her, she still won. Like, I would bow to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking love her. Fucking love her. Queen of everything. Her and Avasarala should just rule, and the rest of us should just accept it. I also would like to take a moment to talk about Philip and that guy, the mechanic guy, because one, I think it's worth noting that I have an attachment to this guy after one episode, and I think The Expanse does a really great job of making you very invested in a character in a very short amount of time. Like, that guy was pulling, like, my heartstrings. He was like, you know? So, yeah. Also, Expanse is really good in a frustrating way at, making me, giving me like a shred of hope for Philip and then taking it away. Like, they just, I keep saying, I'm done. I can't with Philip anymore. And then they have a moment, or like a few moments, scenes where they show that he has fucking Naomi Nagata in him. And I'm so frustrated because I think that Philip could be a good person, but I think that he's like, we did all this shit, we have to see it through. And like, so frustrating. Like, no, it's never too late to change your mind and try to be a good person. Like, you can do that. You can say, I fucked up and I'll never make this right because of the countless lives that were lost because of me. But that doesn't mean that you can't try. It doesn't mean that you should just keep piling on the bodies and be like, well, you know, I killed 1,000 people, might as well kill 2,000, 3,000, 8 million, you know? I know he already killed like millions and millions, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very frustrating. And again, it's realistic, but it is frustrating to see that. It's also frustrating to see Nico standing up for Marco when I felt like they didn't drink his Kool-Aid. Like, I felt like Nico saw the truth of who Marco was, and they were gonna be like, fuck you, you know? So that's frustrating. Also frustrated at the blonde lady. Like, I know that she's just looking out for herself, but I feel like she also actually cares about the belt. Like, I think the thing that distinguishes Philip and blonde lady from Marco, I mean, aside from the fact that they seem to have at least somewhat of a conscience, is the fact that they actually care about the belt and they actually do want what's best for the belt in this. But I think that Marco obviously only cares about Marco and what's best for Marco and what can bring glory to Marco. We've talked about it, you know what I'm saying. But also a few other things really quick. I feel horrible for Joseph. I am glad that they were able to save him. That scene with his arm, like the rawness of it, the realness of it was horrifying and incredibly done. And it got me, okay? Like, bravo. That felt very real. The guy on series with the little chubby orange cat, like my cat River, I wanted the cat to be okay. I'm glad the cat was okay. I'm glad the guy was okay. I loved Monica's story on it, and I loved that she was talking to Avasarala about, you have to make both sides human. You have to, like, we have to see that we're all the same, right? Like, we have to see across the differences into the fact that we're all just fucking people, and we all have hopes and dreams and wants, and we all feel pain and sadness and desire and all that stuff. And I loved that Monica's like, you know, I don't think that it's necessarily the Belters that need to see the Earthers as human, as much as the Earthers need to see the Belters as human, as much as maybe you need to see the Belters as human. And it was just great. It was just great. It was, the theme of this episode is we're all fucking human and we're going through some shit, and Marco's evil. I don't know about the last bit, but I felt it. Also, something else we need to talk about, even though it feels like it was a different episode because it was part of the episode that I watched hours and hours ago. The little girl on Laconia, she is taking her little brother to see the alien dog because he might be able to revive him. I don't know what the implications of that could be. There's also the ship circling with the proto-molecule stuff on it. Yeah, there's a lot going on Laconia. I really liked the Admiral. It's been so long since I watched it. It's been hours since I watched it. I can't remember. But I think he was an admiral. I liked him talking to the little girl and talking about how he lost the dream of Mars, but hopefully they can get it back. And of course that gave her the idea to, you know, save her brother with the alien dog. But yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna go. It worries me because humans are real good at exploiting things for their benefit, even if it is to the detriment of the thing that they're exploiting. So I worry for these alien dogs, because if they do have some sort of ability, then I worry that they're going to get exploited by humans for, you know, human gain. Okay, you guys, I think that is all that I have to say about this episode. There's probably other stuff that I'm forgetting about that I probably wanted to mention, but if so, I'll try to talk about it in the next episode or something else. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode with a tiny little blip in the middle. Well, in the beginning. But you can still watch it. It will be there over on Patreon. which is linked in the description down below. Yeah, I will see you very soon for episode 5 of season 6 of Expanse, the penultimate episode of the entire show. Will I cry? It's very likely. Place your bets now. Until next time. Bye, guys.